World-class manufacturing has been a part of Bennington for over 50 years, from CNC parts for the global automotive industry or to creating parts for the aerospace, medical, and distribution markets, and cutting-edge technology in the plastics industry, and more recently, 3D printing and design fabrication. These industries create amazing parts every single day. And here is a brief look into what cool stuff they make.
K&E Plastics is a machine shop. We specialize in the machining of plastic materials. We work with two types. There are thermosets and thermoplastics. We've been in business for more than 50 years. We have a workforce of 27 employees. The specialty that we have is in the thermoset materials, which are glass-filled plastic materials. We work with multiple industries. There's aerospace, electrical, aviation, rail, military.
I started out as the receptionist at K&E 20 years ago. Today I am the Vice President of Operations. We worked together, just took on as much responsibility as I could and wanted to learn all sorts of new things, and being the people that they are, both Eric and Pete made that an easy transition to keep learning and growing, and just fell in love and want to keep coming back every day and doing it all over again.
Kaman Composites Vermont has been in business for a little over 30 years in the composites industry. We do product for imaging as well as aerospace. Within imaging, if you've ever had a scan or treatment, you've probably laid on something that was made here. Looks a little bit like a diving board. It's radiolucent and stiff. We've got quite a bit of product line in that area.
As an engineer, I've always enjoyed the challenges and the hands-on experience that we have here. I don't just sit at my desk all day just looking at a computer. I do some of that design, and then I come out to the floor, help build the first parts, maybe help with a little bit of tooling, see the part basically from start to finish until it goes out the door.
Specifically to us here in Bennington, we manufacture column assemblies. So the column assembly is the device that transmits torque from the steering wheel where the driver sits down through the eye shaft to the steering rack and ultimately out to the wheels. Inside those steering columns are two components called an upper hollow shaft and a lower steering shaft. Those components we take from raw material, so a blank of steel, and we form and then ultimately machine features in that component which allow it to transmit torque in the vehicle.
The first printer uses a plastic filament that comes on a spool as a feedstock. That filament is fed into the machine and melted by a hot end, an extruder, and it's deposited down in a flat pattern. As little as an hour or up to 2 days, depending on the size of the part and how detailed it needs to be, you're left with a finished, durable part. Our other process, the Form Labs, uses something called a photosensitive resin. That's a liquid plastic resin that, when it's exposed to a certain type of light, cures into a solid resin. The level of detail that it produces is on the order of as fine as a human hair. The classes that are being offered at the CDC is something that my colleagues and I are really excited about. We started working on this together about a year ago, and we decided to collaborate amongst our companies and with the CDC to develop a series of courses that could help bridge that gap for a lot of people.
First course I took was the technician's class, where we learned basic programming and machining. It's very helpful to learn this stuff, looking at programming, understanding it, and being able to do my job better.
Classes that they have over to the CDC, the extra training that they can provide helps us out tremendously with having more talented people to work in the shop.
We've done quite a bit of training with the local Career Development Center. I myself have taught some courses there, as well as some of my staff. Anything from blueprint reading, quality manufacturing, CNC. We actually have some of our folks here that have come out of the career program at the Vocational Center and come right into work here. Started as interns, did well and actually found a good career in manufacturing right here in Bennington.
We have worked well with the CDC to send some of these members through the training program that has been offered. It's been very successful. It's really been an important tool for us to be able to work with the CDC and give our members an additional level of training.
We have been working locally with the CDC department and also Hudson Valley Community College to work with their programs for CNC machining so that we can start to get some younger individuals involved in the industry. And hopefully they will see the benefits of manufacturing in Bennington, Vermont.
What would really help is if you have a genuine interest in it. Somebody that likes fabricating something with their hands. You know, you maybe take something that, you know, starts out on a computer screen as a model, and then, you know, within a couple hours or a couple of days, you're able to hold it.
Quite a few of our best workers are the people who have the hands-on capability. You know, they might like doing woodworking or fixing cars in their spare time. Those kinds of people have the knowledge of being able to picture ideas and ways to fix things or improve things and then actually go do it.
The objective for us is to try to train the future workforce and provide jobs locally, as well as get involved early so that the skill sets that are needed are developed while they're in school.
There's something new every day here, so just keep asking questions and learning more.
Challenging themselves to do things a little bit faster, a little bit better every day.
The manufacturing industries of Bennington encourage those with a passion to start early and stay local with a great job here in Bennington, creating parts that make a difference around the world. We certainly make cool stuff right here in Bennington, Vermont.